So this is a Buccaneer Schooner. It's going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van, you've got your hitch, handbrake and jockey wheel. We'll go through this while you're here on site, and your IDC unit. In the front locker, you've got your gas regulator and gas bottle tie downs, as well as your water pump for the van itself. So we'll take the water pump with us and show you where that connects on the outside. All the heating vents, slightly different to what vans of the past were. You don't need to remove any covers at all on this heating system. It's already open to the air. You've then got your wind down legs on either side at the front. Your shower, dog shower as they call it on these particular vans, with hot and cold options available. You just pull the shower outside the van and that will allow you to wash the dog down essentially. Water system itself, you've got your water connection here. You push it into the side of the van, connect up, and you've got your water pump at the bottom there to drop into your aqua roll. On the side of the van, you've got your motor mover and wheels. The motor mover will demonstrate while you're here on site. So the motor mover and wheel nuts will, like I said, we'll demonstrate the motor mover on site, and we'll torque the wheel nuts while you're here also. You've got a storage locker on the back of the van. So you've got a storage facility for underneath the bed at the rear. Wind down legs on each side at the back. As you can see, we've got one down for the purpose of handover just here. Come up this side of the van, you've got your toilet tank. Release it by pulling up the green handle and pulling towards you. So you release the handle, pull it towards you, and then you can empty it through the neck on top. And then you've got your pressure relief button on the back, the same as tanks have been for a few years, and your handle will be pulling it along with just here. Fridge vents on the side of the van also for blowing out the hot air from the back of the fridge unit. The battery box and mains lead coming into the side of the van, as you can see. And then you've got your storage locker on the front left hand side here, your wind down leg and your gas connection also. Coming inside of the van, you've got your main power switches for the van, so you've got your lights on, etc. here. Main power, or power for inside of the van. Power for the inside of the van on this switch here, and your lights as you come along. Voltmeter for the battery on board the van, and water level for the onboard water tank. Above that, you've got your heating control panel, which we'll come to in a moment. Now, with the Buccaneer, you've got two water tanks on this particular van. You can either fill the tank in the back here if you wish to, and run from the aqua roll at the same time. Personally, I'd just run from the water system, the normal hot water tank at the front of the van. What you have down under below the seat is your drain down valve just here. I do apologise, it's a little bit dark, but you've got a drain down valve. So where my thumb is on this side, when the valve's over to the right hand side, that'll be the fill position, and to drain it, you'll flick the valve over to the left hand side to drain it down, so back on this side here to drain the water system down. To fill it, you'll connect your aqua roll on the outside, as you would do normally, and you'd also go underneath the front seats to make sure the drain down valve is in the closed position, so you can fill up the water system. If that valve was pointing upwards, it'd actually be the drain position, so you'd be draining the water system down if it was open. Coming up to the control panel, back again by the door. Before you fill the water system, you'd actually open all the taps up on the hot side and put them over the sinks where relevant, and the shower tap also would be open fully, same as in the bathroom. And to fill the system with the aqua roll connected, if you're going to fill the internal tank, you'll put the switch up to the internal here and turn on the water pump run itself. To run from the external tank, from the aqua roll itself, you'd put the switch down to the external where there's two lines and turn the water pump on, and again that will fill the water system on board the van. Once the system's full, it'll fill up the water system, all the water will start running out the taps, and when that water is running continuously, you'd be able to then turn all the taps off and start warming the water in the hot water tank on board the van. To warm the water, you go to the control panel here, and as you can see at the moment, the whole of the hot water system is off, so you turn it on. Come along to the left hand side with the arrows to where it said off. Turn on the heating and hot water control panel. You come across to the right, and the first symbol you come to is the internal temperature of the caravan, so you'll turn the temperature up to where you desire it to be. 20 degrees for instance in this case we're going to set it to. Goes right up to 30. If you come across to the right, you've got the option here of hot water on or off. So you've got on for your hot water and off for your hot water. It will automatically boost when you're running the taps. If you want to run the caravan on gas, you can do that by either off or on the gas, as you can see here. It will self-ignite on gas, and if it failed to ignite for any reason, it will come up with gas fail on the screen just here. Next along, to the right here, we have your options for the power supply that you have coming into the caravan. So, for instance, 1 kilowatt or 2 kilowatts or 3 on this particular van. Here on site, we can only run the 1 kilowatt. At the end here, you've got a symbol to let you know the heating pump is running, so the heating system's warming up essentially, and that you've got mains power coming into the caravan. Next up, we're going to come to the cooker. So you've got the electric ring on the hob. The electric ring will only work when you're on 240 volts. You've got your gas grill and gas oven below, your light for in the oven, and your igniter for the grill and hob. Then got your microwave, as you can see here. So the microwave works like a household microwave. We just advise you remove the microwave plate before you travel. To turn the fridge on, you press and hold the power button. At the moment, it's indicating to me that we're not connected to the car, and hence why it's flashing a red light at me. However, if you were connected to the 12 volt supply in the car, you'd be able to do that by then you'd be able to run the water system run the water system. Sorry, it's because the water tanks have just emptied on the van. You'd be able to then use the fridge as a cool box if you're connected to the car. To change the power source you want to use, you press the mode button on here, and as you can see, 240 mains, and you control the temperature with the button on the right hand side. If you want to go to gas, again you can do that by hitting the button. It will self-ignite on gas, and if it failed to ignite on gas, it would flash the red light here and the green light here at the same time to let you know it had failed to ignite. To turn the fridge off, you press and hold the power button, and the fridge will turn off. Going through to the bathroom. You've got the toilet cassette light here, which at the moment is letting me know that the toilet cassette's not fully in, so I'll sort that out in a moment. So the toilet cassette isn't in when this red light appears here. You've got your full indicator light for the toilet cassette, half full, and that you need to the flush tank hasn't got enough water in it. The flush tank actually runs off the water system, so that's a good indicator if you're running out of water on board the van. Toilet flush in the centre here when you press the button, and then you've got your waste flap at the bottom to open to allow the waste into the cassette at the bottom of the van. Shower works the same as your household shower, no differences at all there. Just going to find out where the light switches are so we can turn all the lights on. But if you had any problems with the van essentially, you'd be able to give us a call here at the Caravan Company. Neil, our workshop manager, will get you booked in, and we'll be able to arrange any work to be done on the caravan for you. Hopefully you never have a problem with the van, but if you do, we are here to help, so please do remember that, and please do get in contact. Thank you very much. Bye bye.